Okay, recently, after being closed for 3 years to install a new HVAC system, one of Washington, D.C.'s most historic homes has reopened to the public. I'm so excited about this. And of course, it's Jimmy Alexander Sunday. And I know, Jimmy, you could not resist going to take a tour of that.
There was no way, and I even got to go to the gift shop here.
I love it.
There was no way I was going to pass up a trip to the home of the Lion of Anacostia, Frederick Douglass. You know, he bought the house that he named Cedar Hill in 1877 and spent the last 17 years of his life there. The next time you have friends or family in town, skip them all, because as you will see, you need to take a trip to Frederick Douglass's Cedar Hill.
Frederick Douglass is one of the most important Americans to have ever existed. So Frederick Douglass is born in 1818, enslaved, spends 20 years of his life in this inhumanity, then devotes the remainder of his life to destroying everything that remains of that system. Although the system of slavery is gone, supposedly, by a certain point, all of the prejudices, all of the belief structure, so much of that in-ground ignorance that led to it is still here, and he's trying to triumph as one of the greatest human rights champions of world history out of this home. So he's going to come to this home in 1877. He's 59 years of age. This is today the historic Anacostia neighborhood. It's called Uniontown then. He loves the open air. And part of what he loved about this house that's so great for us, you can still come on his front porch this day and still get one of the best views of the District of Columbia, even now, just as he had it, where you're close to the city and you're technically inside it, but it feels a little removed. Most of the items in the house, about 70% of every single item in the home is original to the Douglass family. And one of the great things we have in here among the many treasures is this chair at the edge of the table closest to us is Frederick Douglass's dining room chair. Yeah, this is Mr. Douglass's private study. And the beautiful treasures we have in here, his original desk, his sunglasses are on it, his pens are there, his books are all around us, canes are in this room.
What I love is this quote that Frederick Douglass's widow said, that she wanted this home to be almost like another famous home in this area.
Yes. Let Cedar Hill become for the black race what Mount Vernon has become for the white race.
What does it mean to you to be able to bring the kids here?
Oh my gosh, it is just so liberating. We want to be able to share this back out with our kids so that they can truly understand that people died for their rights to vote. People actually died for their freedom to have a free education. So we're doing that because we're building the next leaders of this world.
Honestly, I could watch that story on repeat. You told it beautifully, and it's like you want to go see that house. Yeah. You absolutely want to. And as a black person, you definitely want to go see that house.
Well, I just want to say thank you, because my goal in life is to be invited to the cookout. That's my goal.
You are always invited to the cookout, Jimmy Alexander.
Don't make me laugh.
That's not a joke. I mean that. We do want to say, if you want to take a trip to see Frederick Douglass's house, please go to recreation.gov for reservations, because you don't want to go over there and not be able to get in. There's a couple things that I just think is fascinating. Frederick Douglass, born into slavery, and then grew to become not only one of the most famous people in our country, but the world, but also became the first black man to be confirmed by the Senate when he became a U.S. Marshal.
Wow.
And he's the first African-American to receive a vote. He got a roll call vote at the 1888 Republican Convention. He got a roll call vote, the first black person to do that, and he was the most photographed person of the 19th century. And you will see in these pictures here, he did not smile. And the reason why he did not smile is he did not want the happy slave, which a lot of the caricatures at the time would show that. Like, oh, they're happy. That's what the cartoons would be.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And he wanted to show that he was a serious person and who was humanized, and he knew that those pictures would not lie. The camera, you know, the unblinking eye, they call it, but that he wanted to show that, you know, serious person.
It's a fun fact. I didn't know that.
I think there's so much history that you can actually learn at that house.
I can't wait to go.
It's a crown jewel of the National Park Service, and we are so lucky to have it here in Washington, D.C.
I love it. Well, I'm hoping, I can't go today. I didn't make a reservation, so maybe next weekend. But for those who maybe have reservations, what's the weather like looking for them?
It's going to be very nice today, Tosin.